Seated spinal twist sequence. First step, bend the right knee, placing the sole of that foot in that left inner thigh. Organize. Then bring that right hand behind you. Bring that left hand on that right knee. Now bring some attention to the tailbone. Letting the tailbone draw under as you round your spine on the exhale. Letting your tailbone roll back as you lift your heart on the inhale. Maybe do that again. Play with letting the back of the body round. Play with letting the front of the body lift. Now maintaining a bit of that pelvis forward, heart open architecture. Bring that left hand down on top of that left leg. When you feel stable and ready, let the right arm start to lift. Pause here and kind of lengthen up through the arm, wiggle it a little bit. Notice how when you change it a little bit, you can find different nooks and crannies. Lately, I like to even look down towards that left leg to round the back, which then helps inform it as I draw the heart back up. Now, as it feels good to you, start to let that left elbow bend, sliding that arm down the leg, only coming as low as you need to for your body. And keep playing with the extension out through the top arm, the extension down through the underside. Now, a few of you, it might be useful and appropriate to catch a hold of that foot and use the grab on that foot for a bit of leverage as you spiral your heart up towards the sky. Breathing. Nice. And when you feel cooked, release, letting the gaze come towards the earth, and use the top arm to bring you all the way back. Pause. Let that right hand come underneath the right knee, drawing that right knee up. And place the sole of the right foot across the left foot. Across the left knee. Wiggle and ground. Bring the right hand behind you and reach the left arm up. Now use the left arm to help increase the space between the discs. Lengthen. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting. Eventually, let that left arm wrap around that right knee and hug the right knee in. This will help support the spine. As you hug the right knee in, continue to inhale up through the chest and exhale, twist. Every so often, firing through the big ball, that left toe. And when you're ready to unravel, lead with the gaze. Let the head unwind first. And then let the rest of you follow. Pause. And moving into half cow face pose. Snuggle that right knee on top of that left knee. Wiggle out through the fingertips. Draw that tailbone back. Lengthen until you feel like you've lengthened enough. And then relax and round over those knees. Breathing into where you feel it. Maybe that's around that right hip. Across the low back. Some of you might even feel it more in the back of that left leg. To release, chin into the chest, roll it all the way back up. And then carefully release that leg. Pause with the legs wide, shake it out a little bit. Kind of organize, notice how it feels. And then as you're ready, start to make your way towards the other side. Bending the left knee. Bringing the sole of the left foot to the right inner thigh. Organize. Bring that left hand behind you. And bring that right hand on top of that left knee. Now, take your time and again, bring some awareness into the tailbone. Tucking the tailbone under, rounding the spine. Rolling the tailbone back, letting the front of the body lift. Rounding and lengthening. Now once you've come into a nice lengthening, begin the twist. Start to feel the exhale as the navel draws back to the spine. Maintaining that architecture as you bring that right hand down to the right leg. And as it feels stable and supported, reach the left arm up to the sky. Now, again, play with this. When you roll your heart towards the earth, you'll stretch and the more of the back of the body. When you roll your heart more up towards the sky, you'll find more of that side waist. Okay, only as it's necessary, start to let the right elbow bend. Start to let the right arm slide down the leg a little bit. Continuing to wiggle. Continuing to feel that different movements are going to find different nooks and crannies. Now, some of you it's appropriate to use that extended foot as your leverage point. Using that extended foot to help you spin up. Breathing. And remember, just because you did something on one side doesn't mean that it's appropriate or necessary or required on the other side. Give yourself the room to feel into what's actually happening. Letting the inhale create length. Letting the exhale create ease. When you are cooked, use that top arm to bring you all the way back up. Pausing at the top. And then moving into the marichyasana variation, bending that left knee. Bringing the sole of that foot across that right knee. Snuggle the hips down into the earth. Left hand behind and inhale, reach the right arm up. Get long. And as you exhale, start to twist. Get long, lengthen. Exhale, start to twist. Eventually, wrapping that right arm around that left knee. And as you squeeze that knee into the chest, use it for support as you continue to go up through the heart. Fire through the ball of the big right toe every so often, lengthening. Beautiful. Nice. And when you feel ready to unravel, start with the gaze. Let the gaze come back first. And let the head follow. Letting the neck follow. Looking out over that right shoulder. Pause, kind of pull the left shoulder back a little bit. And then eventually let the upper back unravel, mid back, low back. Moving into half cow face, gomukhasana. Piling that left knee on top of that right, snuggling the hips in. Walk the hands forward, reach back through the tailbone, lengthen the heart. And then as you're ready, walk the hands forward. And eventually it's going to feel nice to just let the elbows bend. Let the spine round. Let the head drop. And breathe. Breathing across the back, across the hips, across that mid-back. Softer in the throat, softer in between the eyes. And when you're ready to release, slowly roll it back up. Slowly and thoughtfully releasing that left leg. Pausing with the legs wide. Noticing how you feel. Breathing.